Assalamu alaikum. It's me Sarkhan, and today's lecture is about the exercise of good timber. It's a poem. Class first year. First of all, you have to open your books, page 27. So, writing suggestion, section A. How to paraphrase a poetry. How to paraphrase poetry. First point. While paraphrasing the given lines of a poem, keep the following points in mind. So these are the points. You have to keep these points in your mind if you are going to paraphrasing the lines, the poetic lines. First point. Use your own words to explain the major ideas line by line. First point. You have to use your own words to explain the major ideas line by line. Second point. Paraphrasing is not the same as explicating or analyzing a poem. It's different. The goal is to rephrase the ideas in your own words without evaluating or erasing the author's hidden message or underlying themes. Third point. Paraphrased line of poetry is a literal translation in regular prose without rhyme or matter. So now the question is keeping in view the above guideline of paraphrasing, write a paraphrase of the following lines. So it's your home task. Where thickets lies in the forest growth, we find the patriarchs of both, and they hold counsel with the stars whose broken branches show the scars of many winds in much of strife. This is the common law of life. आपको मैं नोट्स हैंड ओवर करूँगा. आई विल हैंड ओवर यू नोट्स इंशाल्लाह, बट ट्राई बाय योरसेल्फ. आप लोगों ने इस पे प्रैक्टिस करनी है about this stanza, and you have to paraphrase it. It's yours. Read the poem Good Timber carefully and write a paraphrase and retrospection about the feelings did the poem evoke in you. Now, vocabulary. It's the second part of this exercise, vocabulary. So first of all, you have to consult dictionary for the following words related to politics, and then fill in the blanks with them. चलो मैं इस पे करता हूँ कोशिश. So the first one is electorate. Voter इसे कहते हैं. Referendum is the second one. उर्दू में इस्तवाब राय कहते हैं. Propaganda. Propaganda भी कहा जाता है, और तशहीर. Opinion polls. It's the fourth one. Opinion polls राय शुमारी. It's on page 28. Parliament मुकन्ना मजलिस कानून साज आप कह सकते हैं. पोलिंग स्टेशंस को पोलिंग स्टेशन. टू वोट डालना. कैंपेन एड मुहिम का इश्तिहार. बैलेट बॉक्सेस संदूक पर्ची जिसमें आप पर्ची वगैरह डालते हैं. और मेजॉरिटी अक्सरियत पॉलिसीज हिकमत अमलियाँ जिसको कहते हैं पॉलिसीज. Now, first one, which one you have to fill in this blank? देखते हैं. I would like आगे blank है for your party, but I disagree with your blank on free trade. So the first one you have to pull to vote. I would like to vote for your party, but I disagree with your politics. You have to fill politics on free trade. Second one, the election was thrown into chaos when two of the blank were destroyed in fires in several blank once missing at the close of voting. So in first blank you have to put polling stations, and in second one you have to put ballot boxes. The election was thrown into chaos when two of the polling stations were destroyed in fires and several ballot boxes went missing at the close of voting. So the third one is the opposition party won a large blank in the new आगे blank and the government accepted defeat. So in first blank you have to put majority, and in second blank you have to put parliament. The opposition party won a large majority in the new parliament and the government accepted defeat. So fourth one, the government lost the election because it had lost the trust of the आगे blank after more than a decade in power. So you have to put in this blank electorate. The government lost the election because it had lost the trust of the electorate after more than a decade in power. Fifth, despite being more than 5% behind in the most of the latest blank, we are still optimistic of the winning of the election next month. So you have to put opinion polls. Despite being more than 5% behind in the most of the latest opinion polls, we are still optimistic of the winning of the election next month. So you have to put opinion polls. Sixth, despite being more than the Prime Minister was heavily criticized last month for giving the go ahead to broadcast आगे blank है, which personally attacked the leader of the opposition. So you have to put campaign aid. The Prime Minister was heavily criticized last month for giving the go ahead to broadcast a campaign aid which personally attacked the leader of the opposition. So campaign aid you have to put in this blank. Seventh, in the UK, any constitutional changes made by the government need to be proved in a blank. So you have to put referendum. Repeating again, in the UK, any constitutional changes made by the government need to be approved in a referendum. Eighth, blank is usually used most frequently during a time of war. Is enemies use radio, television, and use train to attack each other's action and ideology. So you have to put propaganda. Propaganda is usually used most frequently during a time of war, as enemies use radio, television, and newsprint to attack each other's actions and ideology. So these were 8 blanks. और जब सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वॉर जर्मन्स हार गए थे, तो एट द टाइम someone asked from the Hitler that you have lost war because of atomic bomb. It's the reason. کسی نے پوچھا کہ اٹامک بم کی وجہ سے آپ جنگ ہارے، یہ ریزن ہے؟ تو اس نے کہا نو، آئی ہیو لاسٹ اٹ بیکاز آف پروپیگینڈا. کس وجہ سے میں جنگ ہارا ہوں؟ پروپیگینڈا کی وجہ سے میں جنگ ہارا ہوں. اور تشہیر کی وجہ سے، صرف ایک اٹامک بم کی وجہ سے نہیں. تو اس لیے یہ بھی کہتے ہیں کہ یہاں پہ کہ پروپیگینڈا از یوزلی یوز موسٹ فریکوینٹلی during a time of war is enemies use radio, television and newsprint to attack each other's actions and ideology. تو یہ جو ہے سورسز ہیں ٹیلی ویژن، ریڈیو اور نیوز پرنٹ کے، جس میں دشمن کے خلاف پروپیگینڈا کیا جاتا ہے جنگ میں، اور موسٹلی یہ یوز ہوتا ہے. سو اٹ از the end of part first.